Hello there, you lovely people. I hope that you're safe and I hope that you're well. Another week, another video. In this video, it's about kind of friendship dynamics. And with that, I'd like to say a very warm welcome to anybody that's new to the Flourish YouTube channel. There's over 90 videos now. Can't believe it. 90 videos and over 1,000 subscribers. So a massive, massive thank you if you are one of those subscribers. And if, as I said, you're new to the channel, then this is a place where we get to meet each week, Thursday at 3, to kind of build on our self-awareness, build on our self-esteem, our self-worth, our confidence, our motivation, our mental fitness to become the best versions of ourselves and that we can be. The quote goes, the best project you're ever going to work on is you, and that's exactly what this channel aims to do, is to help you be that best version of you. So in this week's video, I would like us to discuss how it may feel for you if you feel with your friendship groups that you're being left out. You may have started a new school, sixth form, college. It may even be a new year group where you actually get the chance to make new friends. However, for some of us, it might feel as if we're being left out. And that can really hurt, okay? We need to acknowledge that actually that feeling of being left out, of not being invited somewhere, of not wanting somebody to come and hang out with us, can just hurt. But what I need us to remember is actually that this is a kind of a natural instinct, is to feel part of a group. And when we're not, that's where it can kind of overtake and become overwhelming. So caveman days it was all about survival, and to survive it was for you to be part of a group. For you to be part of a tribe would mean that you'd survive, you'd be fed, you'd be looked after. And obviously, as you can imagine, if you were ever on your own, it was just big stuff. It was just hard to live your life back then in the caveman days. So fast forward it now to the 21st century with everything going on. Everybody's so busy. What I want us to do is I just want us to look at kind of how it may feel for you being left out, but also kind of the importance of reflecting upon where you're going and how you can actually deal and live with this feeling of being left out in a way that you can move forward. Because sometimes when we're waiting for old friendships to kind of come back to life, or for those invites to come back and things like that, is that actually what we might be doing is we might be waiting for something not to happen again. Friendships come and go, and sometimes you'll be in it and with it, and sometimes you won't. But what I need you to realise is that sometimes it can really hold us back, and it can stop us from wanting to go and make new friends. So let's look at kind of the way that you can help yourself deal with that feeling of feeling left out. So it's important to recognise that actually it's really hard not to take it personally if your friends or your friend has gone out or doing something without you. Maybe it's that they've decided to go out last minute. Maybe it's the fact that actually you've missed a group call. Maybe you've seen a post on social media. And with those, it can hurt. And what I would like us to do is I would like us to realise that what this can affect is our values. It can make us question, are we a good person? Do people want to hang around with us? Do people like us? Do people love us? Am I good enough? And actually that's what can get in the way, and that's what can stop you from being the best version that you can be, because we're constantly thinking about why. And sometimes it's really hard to get that answer. So my question to you is, are they intentionally leaving you out? Now there's two options here, there's two answers. And with that, my first one is possibly not. Possibly not. What may have happened is that they got carried away and just literally forgot to invite you. We make mistakes. We're not perfect. And this will happen to you in the future if it's not happened to you already. Where actually we don't realise what we've not done until in that moment. So actually what we have to bear in mind is that whilst we are thinking about it, ruminating about it, keeping it going within our mind, that drama brain going off, is that actually how's that feeling for you? Because the best piece of advice that I've ever had personally is that whilst we can't control our experiences or the outcomes, we can always control our reactions. So with that, what I'd like you to do is actually, can you let this go? You may want to, in a calm way, explain to that person how you felt, but also as you walk off or as you end that conversation, to find peace with that. I know I make that sound super simple, but in a way to allow it to allow it to rest, rather than ruminating on it, thinking about it and just making the situation worse. Because if it's not helping you, it's not worth it. So going back to my first question was, are you intentionally being left out? The answer may in fact be yes. Now, as hard as that may be to kind of digest and to kind of accept, we also have to kind of bear in mind that friendships and friendship dynamics change. And we have to have this certain kind of understanding that that's okay. Now, I'm not saying to you that it doesn't hurt. Okay, that's the biggest thing. I'm not saying to you that it doesn't hurt or it shouldn't hurt. But what I need us to realise actually is in certainly friendship groups, or if it was a best friend or a good friend, is that we may be really close together. But also part of growing up is finding other friends. And you may kind of go your separate ways. But you may come back together again at a later date, maybe in the future. But what I need you to do is I need you to allow yourself and them to have this ability to do that. Certainly for those people that have started in year 7 or year 12, so just started secondary school or high school, or just started sixth form and college, it's very common for us to kind of feel left out and not liked because those friendship dynamics change. So maybe ask yourself, would you want to hang around with you? Would you want to be a friend of yours? Because sometimes we have to reflect upon the friendship. What is it that we deliver to our friendships, to our friends, to the group? Because sometimes what might happen is we might become, without realising, okay, and I don't want us to be negative and to blame ourselves, but what might happen is we may have become somebody that might be quite negative or might actually be quite a gossip, might quite like drama, might want to kind of enjoy being in an argument. And sometimes being that energy vampire can actually be quite tiring on other people. So maybe the friendships actually have kind of changed in a way that maybe you're not showing people the best version that you can be. And something there is, by reflecting upon that, we can learn to kind of change that and bring that fun, good person that you are back into that friendship if that's to be. You do have to ask yourself, when you are with those friends or that friend, you do have to ask yourself, what is it that you bring to the friendship? Do you dump without realising? When actually what we need to do is that friendship is that two-way process. It's about being there, showing up, listening, maybe giving some advice, maybe able to kind of listen to their worries, where this is the thing, it's the exchange. Because what might be going on is actually, this might be a sign that actually you're not being kind to me right now, you're leaving me out, this is what you're thinking. Actually, I'm going to go and make some new friends. Because what I'm asking you to do is to realise that actually there's other people out there that you can make friends with. So instead of allowing people to make you feel like this, or for you to allow yourself to feel like this, is look outside the kind of the circle, look outside that friendship. Because there are other people that can come into your life. It's not just you on your own. The thing is, you need to allow others in. So there's just those two ideas, whether you are intentionally being left out or unintentionally being left out. They both hurt, they both suck. But what we can do is we can work on it. And whether that is working on that friendship and making sure that those people, that friendship is allowing you to be the best version of you, or actually if you're constantly being left out, that actually I'm going to go and make some new friends. And I'm going to be polite in the corridors to you. I'm going to be civil when we're in class together. And I wish you all the best. But right now, I'm going to go and make some new friends. Then that's okay too. It might be scary, but sometimes it's kind of coming out of our comfort zone that allows us to grow. I'm going to leave it there. You know where I am, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Click on subscribe if it's something for you. I'm only saying it because I've got over 1,000 subscribers now, so I've got my goal. But yes, there's loads of free tools here for you to work on being the best version that you can be. Stay being awesome, everybody. Bye.